like
Talkie
music to people's ears. Kaya the way I designed my show, it sounds like a radio show. We talked about this, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my plan. For mo again, how am I able to invite them? That's why I invited you to this live streaming 1 hour and 13 minutes to tell me, it's not that bad to use this platform. And of course, like, how is my fellow podcaster doing?
Oh yeah,
Ano?
it's okay. Yeah, I still release it as a podcast. It still comes out as a podcast.
So
Like
you
with
use the audio for the video
yeah, I
podcast.
use the so now there's just more avenues for it. So all of a sudden I have Facebook Live. I'll post a YouTube video
Yeah.
with full video, and then I'll also release a podcast. So in a way, it gets a lot more. It the reach is a lot more than it was prior. No.
Yeah, how was it? I know we're not gonna talk about the data kay naman na. But yeah, that's it. It's actually like a good. But I was like thinking like how am I gonna do it? Because for podcast Historias, I chop it off. Our whole conversation, I chop it off depending on the
Yeah.
topic that we've talked about. Let's say Karon nagtalk ta for 15 minutes about anti-terrorism bill, so that's gonna be one episode. So it's gonna be a multi-part series. That's for podcast Historia, so it'll be additional more work for me, audio
Yeah.
wise.
Um. Yeah, it's a lot of the way you do it. Fact is really a lot of work. No. But
But
you
it
could.
makes me happy
Yeah.
after.
So you could, in theory, for example, get the audio from this conversation and then cut it up exactly how you want, produce it exactly how you want, and then release it again as a podcast. You could do that. No? Me, Murag, because that's what you value. You value the final product, diba? So, like, you wanted it to sound like a certain way. With me, I value, like, kanang the ease of actually doing this. The easiest
I'm
way
just gonna
possible.
say it in a pulan. Ganaan kag easy, smart.
Oh, yeah,
That's it.
so you can do a lot of other things. So with me,
Yeah, 'cause you're a
so
dad.
yeah, so like but what I'm saying is like so since I value like the ease, no, um, so in a way the side effect is also I actually got to reach a lot more people than I would normally do. Like I'm surprised by Facebook Live in terms of
Yeah.
reach.
Usually for Filipinos, audience, Facebook man gid kasagaran yun. Yeah,
Malagi.
Facebook. Made.
Yeah, but I do notice that like it's not because previously in a podcast you get a lot more people who will listen from beginning to end if they listen to in a podcast like they download
Which
it.
which which audience are you talking about? The United States audience?
So like my audience, I was able to check on Spotify. I haven't looked in a while, but my audience on Spotify, you'll get like 50% or something who listens from the beginning to end. No, and then that's a big number. Like generally speaking, the people who listen to podcasts really listen from beginning to end, no. But if you look at Facebook Live, if you look at the percentages, most people they see it and then they're done after like 3 seconds. So your reach is a lot more, but your actual uh, absorption of the content from Facebook Live from the people watching is
Yeah.
not as much, no. So that's what I
Because,
realized
because
after doing these
the
things.
Facebook platform is has evolved. Okay, marketing is like a biology ecology. Anyway, the Facebook platform has evolved and has been designed for short attention span, mga
Mm.
30-second videos, mga 10. So that the Facebook Live was nice when it comes to real time, pero for something kanang nga ni ba murag business meeting, talking kanang yani nga style. Labi na sa Filipino audience kadi sila anadani. Mao ra gina, one to first 3 seconds, first 60 seconds.
Yeah, but that being said, there will be certain topics or episodes that gets to hold on to a bigger audience. No, so like I had a friend, for example, who got the virus and then he survived. So I ended up talking to him about it.
What is his
And
blood type?
oh, I don't know, I have no idea. Uh,
They
but
could actually like donate their blood for.
Yeah, but when I
Password.
spoke to him, apparently he didn't have he when he got the test again, he didn't have the antibodies for whatever reason. No? So apparently you don't always get the antibodies or it didn't show yet when he took the test. I don't know. Anyway,
Getting show yun siguro. Naman siya kay antibodies. And that's practically the most default thing. If something comes in your body, your immune system tends to create a defense mechanism for it. Um, for mo, lagi na really depends on the type of virus. Pero nasa siya antibodies, eh, dili lang siguro, wala lang siguro ni appear pa ato. Or naapay ang virus.
yeah, I don't know. But that's what he said when he took the test. So we ended up talking for about an hour about his experience and people were interested and kana. But it really depends on the topic and the person, of course. If I guess if you're talking to a celebrity or something, then you have a lot more people. No. Um, yeah, but Mona, in terms of like reach, Murak, I found that the this whole Facebook Live, along with the YouTube, along with the actual podcast itself, reaches a lot more people.